It started with a single tweet. Congressman Byron Donalds didn't hold back. Singh is an illegal alien. Singh failed his English proficiency test. Singh failed his road sign test. California still gave him a driver's license. And with that license, Singh drove to Florida where he killed 3 innocent Americans. This was more than a headline, more than a viral tweet. For families who lost loved ones, it was a death sentence signed not by fate, but by policy. Americans looked at this tweet and asked themselves, how does this happen in the United States? How can someone who cannot read our language, cannot understand our road signs, still walk away with a commercial driver's license and an 80,000-pound rig capable of turning highways into killing fields?
Story I have to get to. This is a much, much sadder story than the altar show. It's gone viral because an illegal alien driving some kind of Mack truck made an illegal U-turn and killed 3 people in Florida. And it's not just any kind of illegal alien. We think of an illegal alien being from Venezuela or something. This is an illegal alien, seems like from the subcontinent, Harjinder Singh. So already it's calling to mind, oh, the illegal alien problem is not just that we got to plug up the Rio Grande. It's the entire globe is committing illegal immigration against us. He entered the country illegally, reportedly, according to officials, in 2018. So somewhat recently. He obtained a commercial driver's license in California. He's been charged with 3 counts of vehicular homicide.
Not an accident, not a mistake. A system that licensed failure, a state that armed incompetence with 80,000 pounds of steel.
After more than 12 hours on the road, I was exhausted, so Satnam treated me to his usual pick-me-up, chai. He boils the water with jaggery or sugarcane, adds the tea and milk, and gets the temperature just right.
Chai is ready.
Yay! Being on the road all day reminded me just how important immigrants are to this country. Without truckers like Satnam, we wouldn't have fresh produce, our online deliveries, or stocked shelves at stores around the country. But thanks in part to a small community of Sikh Americans, we do.
This is the narrative we're fed. Indian truckers are heroes, keeping America running. The chai, the smiles, the cultural flavor. But here's the part they leave out. These same drivers are licensed despite failing English, despite failing road signs, and when 80,000 pounds of steel barrels down a highway, chai and smiles don't save American families.
Driver failed the assessment, providing correct responses to, can you guess? Did he get 10 out of 12 right? I mean, 12 out of 12 is the only acceptable score. I think we would agree, right? For driving 80,000 pounds down our highways, 12 out of 12 would be the only acceptable score. Did he get 10 out of 12, 8 out of 12, 6 out of 12, 4 out of 12? No, he got none of those. He got 2 out of 12. 2 out of 12. How many highway traffic signs did he accurately identify? Out of 4, what's the only acceptable score? 4. Before you can drive an 80,000-pound truck down our interstates and turnpikes. How many did he get right? Did he get 4 right? Did he get 3 right? 2 right? He got 1 right. All these H-1B, H-2B Indian geniuses that America can't do without, 1 out of 4 highway signs correct. By the way, I expect that India doesn't even bother with commercial driver's licenses. I don't think they're that civilized a nation, but imagine if they were. You think that India would give this job to an American citizen over an Indian if that American citizen could only answer 2 out of 12 verbal questions in whatever it is they speak there? Do you think they'd give an American a truck driving job over an Indian if the American could only identify 1 out of 4 Indian traffic signs? Why do we allow these Indians to come here and kill us on these terms, on any terms? Horrific.
1 out of 4 traffic signs, 2 out of 12 English answers. Any American would be rejected. But sanctuary states California, Washington rubber-stamped his license, and 3 Americans paid the price. In 1770, 5 colonists killed by British troops shook a nation awake. Today, 3 Americans killed by a failed Indian trucker may be the spark that forces us to confront the price of imported incompetence.
And I'm wondering, we're not going to kick out, stop importing tens of millions of third world migrants from India just because of a truck driver. But is the truck driver, is this slaughter of 3 Americans going to be the kind of catalyst, kind of contributor to America regaining its immigration sanity that the Boston Massacre was for the American Revolution?
The Department of Transportation is revealing the suspect completely flunked tests on both English proficiency and road signs. Now, despite those failures, he was still somehow able to get commercial driver's licenses from the sanctuary states of California and Washington.
This wasn't just incompetence, it was ideology, a refusal to enforce standards because doing so might be called discrimination. American truckers will tell you,
and man, the tales they tell me about how their wages have been degraded over the last 10 or 15 years, precisely because of this third world migration from the high fecal environments of places like India and Pakistan. These were once well-paying. These are highly professional jobs. Highly. This is not driving around a forklift in a Costco. These drivers are hauling 80,000 pounds of stuff around in very difficult conditions, around very difficult traffic. And if it's done wrong, people die. We know that, right? Didn't we just learn that? People die.
truckers know the truth. Standards collapsing, pay collapsing, safety collapsing. What used to be a proud professional job is now a revolving door for cheap labor. And every time, Americans pay the price.
This was an Indian driver who executed 3 American citizens by decapitating them with an 80,000-pound trailer. I'm talking about Indians because we have tens of millions of H-1B frauds stealing economic opportunity from among our most skilled American citizens. And 80% of them are Indians.
India has some of the deadliest roads on Earth. 10% of global traffic deaths happen there. That chaos, that culture of shortcuts, is now imported onto our highways. And when it meets American families, the result is carnage. The fury was raw. Justice must be served. Third world Indian culture killing Americans until when? These aren't anonymous trolls. These are everyday Americans, done with excuses, done with burying their families for sanctuary politics. 3 dead in Florida. A driver who couldn't read signs. A system that licensed him anyway. This isn't one accident. This is a symbol of an industry hijacked, a nation betrayed, and a culture war playing out on American roads. The Boston Massacre woke a nation. Will this, or will America wait until the next crash, the next funeral, the next family destroyed? Subscribe. Share. Don't let them bury this story. Justice for the third. Justice for America.